Hello everyone, welcome. Sorry this is coming up so late. I would have done it last night, but I was watching the F1 race. And if you watch F1, you would know how good it was. So I was kind of distracted for the night, and then I've been through school all day. So yeah, but I'm finally recording it. Yeah, it was a decent week. Back in the top 1,000 at least. That was the main thing. We're back in it. Bounced back. Had a massive win in league this week. Against Royalty's best, which was good. But yeah, it's going to be Rage Trade Central for a bit because if you haven't heard, Richmond vs West Coast has been moved to this week, so round 14 is even more fucked. And we've got 2 extra trades now due to a couple of things with COVID, which is good. And then we have 4 trades for this week and next week, which is very helpful. But yeah, 2023, we had a decent week. Could have been better, but due to league reasons, I had my captain on Bond, but then due to league reasons, I had to change to McRae to match my opponent, which wasn't even the right decision in the end, but didn't want to risk anything. But yeah, we had a good increase. Going into the team. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. Going into my team. So I haven't really changed anything yet. I've kind of thought what to do, but yeah, Mills. This was a crap game for him, and he still got 100. So yeah, I still reckon he's a must-have at this point. Probably after his bye if you don't have him already. But yeah, he had a shocker first quarter. He got like 16 points in the first quarter, and then kind of turned it up second half, and it was on like 40 something at half time, and then had a great third quarter, and then brought it home in the last quarter just to get the 100 at least. I mean, he has Hawthorn this week. Yeah, so he should do well. Hopefully he doesn't get tagged. I don't think he will. It doesn't usually, but yeah. Moving on to Rory Laird. Yeah, he had a great game. 38 disposals. He had a phenomenal game against Collingwood, as you would have expected, because it's Collingwood. Yeah. So yeah, he's a lock. He's a must-have, I reckon. Especially with that DDP status, he is phenomenal. I'm so happy I started with him. Moving on to Lloyd. Lloyd's finally starting to really get going now. That's the same average as Laird. He has that consistency now as well, which is really good. Hopefully, he just keeps it up. Yeah, moving on to stinkers of the week. James Short. I don't know what to do with him now, because arguably he's been worse than Ridley the last couple of weeks. Yeah, he's letting me down. He's letting me down. He's letting the Tigers down right now. In terms of SuperCoach, I thought he deserved better, to be honest. He went like 85 efficiency. Didn't turns over like what, twice? Not many claimers. Only 1 tackle. I guess he just didn't do enough around the field. But yeah, he'll stay there for another week. If he has another bad week, he might get the boot going into the bye next week. Because yeah, just had enough. Same with this man. I think I'm going to trade Ridley this week, which is so annoying because if you guys have been here a while, you know, like most of us, trading him in when he got that concussion, he got that 30, and then since then he's just been shit. He's been shit. I think his role has changed. I think, and it's just cucked him so hard. And yeah, now he's just garbage. Moving on, yeah, I stuck Highmore as an emergency because I didn't know if he was going to play because he was on medical sub. He played about over half the game and did absolutely nothing, as always, and went down in price. So he's a dead rookie. He's just there to be there. You know, slap another player. He's just going to be there literally the whole year. Maybe I'll downgrade him to someone eventually, but for now he's just going to chill there. Obviously, Jones and Stewart didn't play because of the bye. They'll come back in this week. Who wants the midfield? It always happens, doesn't it? It always happens. You guys have seen I've VC / captain gone for the past few weeks, right? And he's gone 110, 120. And I've missed an over. I don't do it an over. 200, 140. And I go, all right, what, this week? I'm switching it. I'm switching it. I'm putting the VC on Oliver this week because well, at the time he was playing in TO, which usually gets like 150 at least every single time. But then of course Oliver gets 94 and the ball goes 140. So it's typical. It's the same thing happened with Bont. I VC'd Bont last week. He won 125 and McRae won like 145 or something like that. So I went, okay, I'm going to put the crack on McRae this week. And then he was my first pick. And then I went back to Bont and then I went back to McRae because of head to head. And then Bont went off and got 150. He was on 100 half time, so it wasn't that bad in the end. But yeah. So McRae did well. He had like 6 clangings, which is what cucked him. So yeah, he doesn't get that. He gets like 150. Some of the bottom last week, but 129 is a fine score. I mean, considering it was what my 5th best, 4th, 5th best. It's not that bad. Jared Lyons, yeah, great response. Really happy with the Lions after his 82 last week, 128. But play him. The guy gets like 70% time on field. Like, why? Why not play him more? Like, I'm hoping he's just getting tired or something. He goes into the bye, re-energizes, and then back to the 80-85% stuff. Because he's just on the bench for so long for some reason. He'll be on the bench for the first 8 minutes of the quarter, play about another 8, and he'll come off in the last like 4 or 5 minutes of it. It doesn't really make sense. I don't know why, but yeah. Moving on to Merritt. Yeah, Merritt's been really good. I've had him since the start. I'm really happy with him now. Yeah, him and Parrish just dominated us. Dominated the Tigers. Dominated the midfield. We couldn't do anything. They're all over us. Yeah, so good. Sam Walsh, yeah, good response after I think a mediocre couple of weeks. After that 90. Yeah, good result after that 90. Disappointing 90. Guess that was good. Moving on to RCD. This sucks. This absolutely sucks because he just didn't get involved this week. He just didn't get involved. He didn't do anything. It was just crap. And honestly, I would not be surprised if he gets dropped if more players are going to return. Maybe Asprey, I don't know. Maybe they'll figure something out. But yeah, it's not looking good for Dawkins. I think he's going to get traded this week. Yeah. Now to Bianco, I'm very happy I went early on him because he was great. He did very good. And he is set for a massive price rise. Him and Jones are the 2 rookies to get him this week. Yeah. Moving on to Gorn. Yeah, Gorn had a great game. He's a lock, blah, blah, blah. Theo Thorpe could have had more, but he was unselfish and gave away a couple of goals. It was a shaped one. But yeah, 76 is good for him as sticking with R2, bit of a responsibility on his name, and he did well. Playing Collingwood, you would expect him to do decent. Obviously, he's able to play. Dusty. Dusty. Yeah, as you can see, the score 102. It's a good score. You think, yeah, it's a good score. But the guy was on 51 a quarter time. And the fact that he got 51, another 51 for the rest of the game, is a big concern. Especially because he got 2 goals in that as well, which is what basically got him that. He had like 27 disposals and 2 goals. But of course, the guy can't kick. He can't kick up. He can't hit a target. And every time he gets the ball and handball, it's not effective. He gets like 50, 60 efficiency with like 7 turnovers. Like, it's ridiculous. But he really needs to improve that in his game if he wants to improve, like, it's annoying. Moving on to Poulter. He's been a great rookie. Yeah, 89, I think that's his best score yet. I'd be very surprised if it wasn't. Yeah, it was. Yeah, his best score yet, so very good. 296, and he has a break of like 20. So maybe one more week, and then because of the bye, axe him. Maybe like 320, but then look in the long term, you don't want to trade someone that could potentially get like 400, We don't know after like this week. He's playing Melbourne, so there is a chance he could just go like 40 and flop. But yeah, Waterman, same game as last week against West Coast. He just had a good same exact week. He just had a good last quarter, and he kicked the goal when it was getting close, which boosted up his score by like 20 points. That's all it was. But he's been fine. 53. He has like 10 break even, so he'll go on. But I mean, he's not playing this week, obviously. Then Madden, Madden got dropped. He got dropped. Like, come on, Fagan. He's done well. He's done really well last 2 weeks. He played really well against Richmond and the Giants, and he got dropped. I'm hoping that after Brisbane's lost, he brings him back in after a week. But yeah, because I need him, because I chose him over Waitman. Waitman's what, 240, 250 now. 269. Jeez. But at the end of the day, I got Madden in order to get bonds, so look, I can't complain. But at the same time, I really like him to keep on going. At least reach a 200k mark, so I have something to work with. And Jones, Jones had a really good first half. He kicked 2 goals, but then didn't really do much rest of the game. But more the contested mark, he rocked a bit here and there. But yeah, so he had a good game. He's definitely a problem. He has like a negative 80 break even, something like that. So it'd be okay. Moving on to trades. Let me just break this out. So yeah, high Morgan, not getting filled in. Okay. Guthrie. Do that, and then Madden for Hall, EP back on. So right now we are fielding 18 on the dot, but with my trades, I'll be able to field a bit more because this is what I'm looking at so far. So I'm going to do that, sub Sharp there, sub Led into my midfield, get Lockie Whitfield because he doesn't have the bye now. I know I said I didn't like Whitfield, but after these last 2 weeks, it's definitely nice. And then do this. I'm going to sub Holton to my midfield, Thilthorpe back in there, and I'm hoping, because he got hurt, but I'm hoping after a week of rest, he's ready, he's primed and ready to go in Mr. Ned Reeves. So that's what I've got right now. But I don't want to use 2 trades and not have an upgrade. So with 156k, I'm thinking how. So let's just confirm that for now. So this is happening now because I'm sick of Ridley. I'm sorry, he's pissed me off. He has pissed me off. Okay, so do it for Walsh. There you go. So now we have 19 on the field, which is good. So we have an extra player. Also have to wait on Guthrie. I'm sure he's fine. He's had a week off. It is a laid out, which means yeah, he should be fine. Yeah. So moving on. So now it's just a matter of who should I bin. Because my logic is I want to keep Poulter with Thilthorpe for another week, and then potentially trade. So yeah, I'm struggling to figure out what to do. I feel like I might just leave it there because it's like if I wanted to really upgrade, it's literally Poulter and Thilthorpe out, and then I can. But that's why there's no other rookies. Look, I'm thinking they go up 1 more. Thilthorpe hopefully can get that 290. And Poulter goes at 320. Trade both. Hopefully there's a rookie next week. I honestly don't know who's there. Maybe Luke Edwards. Edwards, is it? Luke Edwards. I'll figure something out to get forward. Yeah. And then Took Miller. That's the hope. That's the hope. And then my midfield will be completely done, like easy. My midfield and defense will be done, and then I have 2 upgrades in the forward line, which will preferably be honestly have no idea. And the good thing is I have Bianca and Jones to make more money anyway. So that, and then I got Jones, Waterman still going, hopefully Madden returns, and I should be able to make enough money to get to that full primo. I need I'll have 2 upgrades with 8 trades left, which means I should be fine. But yeah, there's 2 extra trades. It's time to start rage trading, to be honest. So yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Good response. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you got. Let me know what you think of the team. What trade I should do, maybe, because I have 2 more left. What should I do? Should I actually trade with Ridley for Whitfield? What are your thoughts? Let me know. All that. Go to Instagram. Chuck a follow there. Questionnaire up right now. Got some questions if you need it. Whatever you need. Anyway, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next time.